Hey everyone, it's Spore here, and today I'm going to be answering the BJD End of the Year tag. I was trying to figure out the origins of it. It seems like it goes back to about 2013, and a couple of new questions have been added each year. But the very first question is to show your BJD family at the end of the year. And I thought I would just show you quickly. I know you can't see them all at the moment, but I'll pan down so you can see everyone. I just thought I would show you quickly where everyone is. This is their home on their shelf. I can't move back any further because there's a bed immediately behind me. But I'll just zoom in and kind of recap each of my dolls' sculpts and their names for you just quickly, and then I'll move to the computer to answer the rest of the questions. So at the top up here we have my 4 tinies. Starting from the left is my Gloomy Monica Lucille. His name is Win. Then we have my Pookie Pong Pong. His name is Aeon. And then we have my Pookie Flora. Her name's Esper. And then my very first doll, who I still have, her name is Maddie, and she is a Lottie Green Leah. Then we move down to the next shelf. Here's my MSDs. And so on the very left we have Nora. She is a Slinky Nekobori on an Angel of Dream body. And beside her is Blair. She is a Lutz 20-something or other event head. I think 2014, 2015, 2015 maybe. I don't even know. She's an event head from Lutz, and she is on a Sleep Eidolon body. Then we have Paisley. She is a Lutz Kid Delph Darren. And the head beside her, in between my 2 girls, is also another of the winter heads that is going to be going on my body, my Lutz Kid Delph Robot Boy body that I have not gotten yet, but I have purchased it. So they're all pretty similar. And then at the very end is my currently only MSD boy, Spencer. He's a Lutz Kid Delph Nana. And we'll move down to this shelf where it's getting a little more shady. But you can see on the left my new little Monica Enrel on a Miro doll body. Then in the middle, and his name is Reese. Then we have in the middle Paige. She is a Soul Doll Star. And then Kestrel, she is my Let's Delph Arwen. And then finally my bottom 2 boys in the dark over here with some heads. We have Sasha. He is a Switch Shiho, and he is on a fantasy doll body right now. And then we have Kroby Doll June, Spore. And my 2 heads down here, the first one is Remy. He is a Lutz Senior Delph Bori. And beside him is the Summer Senior Delph head from Lutz from this year, the Senior Delph event head. And I'll probably be working on him at some point. So that's everyone in there. This is as far back as I can get without hurting myself. But that's everybody at the end of this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 full dolls, and 3 heads with another body on the way. Alright, so back in the comfy chair in the living room. So I just started this video and already I realized how much my doll family has changed this year from last. So the first question was just to show your doll family, and the second is how many doll videos did you make this year? I made 15, this will be the 16th. Not my most active year, but last year was worse. I think I did like maybe 5 videos total last year. So I'm trying to get a little bit more active, so most of these videos were close to the end of this year. So hopefully next year I'll have a lot more to say when I do this tag again. What was your first video of 2016 about? So my first video of 2016 was a sales video. I was trying to sell my Lottie Yellow Bayer Tally, and it's taken the entire year for me to sell her. I just found a buyer for her last week, so she is currently on layaway. And I'm going to use that money to buy a body for my one of my SD heads that you saw sitting around. So that should be great. So it was my first video of the year, and it was kind of a desperation video because I'd been trying to sell her already for a month or two and had no bites, and it literally took the entire year for me to get the sale on her. Number 4, how many pictures on any site or medium did you take or upload this year? I just checked my Instagram account because that's where I mostly post my photos, and I uploaded 32 pictures that had one of my dolls in them this year, which is, again, not very many considering how many different things I've done with my dolls. I've just been slacking on the photos and the videos, and a number of them were sales pictures. I discovered through looking at Instagram that I sold 3 tinies this year. I sold my Lottie Yellow Bear, like I said, my Tiny 20 Delph Mytel, and also my Asleep Eidolon Pudding. I sold all 3 of those tinies this year. So that's pretty significant. It was a big change. Show us the first picture of the year. Again, the first picture of the year was actually a sales photo, posting on Instagram of the sale of my Tiny 20 Mytels. So I'm not going to post that here because she is sold, and I don't really think it's appropriate. She has a new owner and everything. But that was what it was. That was the first picture of the year. And then followed were a number of other pictures of sales photos. And then my darling SDF Bori was the next picture of Remy. He is lovely. Number 6. Tell us the best thing that happened to you in the doll hobby this year. Definitely, like pretty much every year, Doll North stuff was wonderful. The masquerade where I won money towards my switch head was fantastic. Always Project Runway is my favorite part. I love doing that. I also had a really sweet Halloween party with my local doll group. So those were highlights of the year for sure. Anything where my friends were there. And this year at Anime North, like, everyone came pretty much. So it was pretty great. We had a lot of friends there, and it was an awesome get-together time. Number 7. Tell us the worst thing that happened to you in the doll hobby this year. Nothing terrible happened to me this year. I just had some waiting like normal. I had a fun restringing incident yesterday where I was restringing my Miro doll body, and the S-hook, once I got it perfect. I was like, this is great. I love this stringing, looks beautiful. And then, of course, the neck hole's quite large, and so is the S-hook, but the tension just sucked the S-hook through the neck, where there was kind of like a little chip that was in there when I got the body. And it sucked itself all the way through the body and got stuck in the middle. And then I had to redo the whole stringing again, and now there's some like neck chips. That was kind of sad. That was just the other day. But other than that, I guess moving. I've moved away from a bunch of my doll friends just in the past month, and it's kind of sad because I'm going to miss them a lot and we won't be able to get together as much. So those were the sad parts of the hobby, I guess, this year. My tiny restringing incident and my move, which is happy and sad because everything's working out here. And 8. Show us your 3 favorite things you got this year. Instead of that, because I don't even remember like what clothes or what eyes or whatever I got this year. I'm always getting stuff. I just thought I would show you which dolls were new this year. So Paisley, of course, she is one of the dolls that I got this year. I'd been wanting for quite a long time. So I finally, during the summer event of Let's, I finally buckled down and got this girl. So she's new this year. So is my Pookie Fee Pong Pong. I'm still working on him. His outfit's not the greatest, but he is going to be representing my fiance's character from Final Fantasy XIV, our two Lalafels. So I got him this year. And I did, like I said, I sold 3 tinies, so I'm keeping my collection of tinies just to the 2 that I have. My other Pookie Fee, my Pookie Fee Flora, and him. They're a couple. Those are all the tinies that I want. I've moved on to SDs, and so I'm content with 2 USDs and 2 Pookie Fees, and then everything MSD and larger. I'm good with expanding. And then there's my, oh dear, everyone's falling down. My lovely boy, Reese, who's still in progress on his, and I did restring this mirror doll body, and he still likes to have his legs splayed right out when he sits. But I did realize that I had his legs on backwards. So it helps when he stands now. At least it makes sense when he stands, but still, even with his legs on correctly, he wants to sit with his legs splayed right out. He likes to get it all out there. But I'm actually really liking this body for him, so I put some hot glue suede in his ankles, because if you watch my other video with him, he cannot help but turn his feet in all the time, so they're great now. Awesome. He's fixed a bit. So he's beautiful. He's looking great. I'm looking forward to working on getting him his proper clothes and wig and eyes and everything this year. This coming year, rather. That's what I mean. This is the end of the year tag. And then, of course, there's my Switch Shiho, Sasha, and he's on his temporary body that he stole, so he'll be getting his own body, hopefully as soon as I get all of the payments from the layaway on my Latte Yellow, and that should be enough to pay for a not inexpensive body for him. So those are like obviously my most exciting new purchases of the year, rather than showing you a necklace or a dress or something, which I've mostly forgotten about. The dolls are the big ticket items there that you remember that you purchased this year. And the last question, what is your New Year's resolution? What's my New Year's resolution? I think I've already said this in another video, and I'm sure that this is what mostly everyone else is saying, but I want to complete those dolls that need to be completed. Getting that new body, getting my robot body in and working on that, face-ups for those 2 heads that don't have face-ups, and if I get all of that done and everything looks great, then maybe I will be able to invest in the SDF 65 Bori that I've been dying to have since he came out and was limited, and then he became unlimited, thankfully. So I'm waiting on him. I'm going to complete these other dolls first and then move on. But he already has a character in his story, so hopefully. And that's it. That is my end of the year BJD tag. Fun questions, interesting to look back at my YouTube for sure, and at my Instagram, because I kind of forgot that all of this stuff happened this year, like the sales of the dolls and the new dolls. My family's changed a lot, so I'm anticipating that at this time next year, these dolls that I have with me this year should all still be here. I'm anticipating that, and maybe a few new arrivals and more complete ones. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year, and I will see you guys all next year.